the channel. How everyone doing today? Today we're gonna continue with the burnout live streaming. The topic for today is lonely but can say it. Uh, Man silent burnout and no one to call nice. So let's get started, everyone. Hey, fighter cries all day, but when night hit, it's just you and the children. Just where it hit hardest, home or work or anywhere. Let me try it. So, anybody can answer my poll here? Do you ever feel lonely even around people? So, is it yes, no, or sometime? So, what do you say? I want to hear from you guys. Talk to me, everyone. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel so I can continue to go live and talk to everyone about the importance of mental health. So, anybody want to answer my poll here? So, if you experienced it, let me know. Did this happen to you? Type in the chat, everyone. So, what do you say about this? So, anyone can answer the poll? Maybe not. Okay, let me continue. Tonight isn't about being weak. It's about why men feel alone even with people around and what actually do about if you don't have a big friend circle. So does it apply to you? Let me know in the chat. So according to this statistic, men make up nearly 80% of all U.S. suicides. The male suicide rate approximately 23.0 per 100,000 in 2022, about 4 times the female rate. That's a big number. So men are significantly less likely than women to use mental health services. In 2021, only 40% of men with a recent mental illness receive treatment versus 52% of women. Hmm. So the gap stemmed from this multiple factors: the social stigma, denial of problem, lack of emotional skills to seek help. So does it apply to you? Let me know in the chat. So anyone? So to let you know that men are the problem. The way that we, societies as a whole, and healthcare providers specifically treat them is. So it is time that primary care physician, mental health service provider, and policymaker look critically at the accuracy and utility of their assumptions and explanation for men's rate of depression, anxiety, burnout, substance abuse, and other common health conditions. The current framework has limited our ability to offer real solutions that meet men where they are and give them the tools to not only survive but to thrive. So, does it happen to you? Let me know in the chat. So, according the statistic, 60% of men who died by suicide had accessed mental health care services within the previous year. So, when men do seek mental health care services, it's not uncommon for them to feel that providers mislabel and underestimate the needs. So, that is true. Let me know in the chat, everyone. Anyone have anything to say in the chat? Let me know if what I read earlier applied to you or no. You want to answer my poll here? Do you ever feel lonely even around people? Yet? Sometimes? No? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So anyone have any question, concern? You want to answer my poll? You want to answer my question? So now, why men hide loneliness? A lot of men were raised on rules. Don't complain. Handle your own problems. Be direct. No rules sound strong, but quietly cut off your support. So did that apply to you? Let me know in the chat. Here's the problem. While mental health conditions like depression and anxiety affect people of all genders, they can manifest differently in men, Recognizing the unique expression is the first step toward providing effective support. Men are often socialized to suppress emotion, which can lead to unhealthy coping mechanisms and a silent struggle that have profound consequences. So, did it apply to you? Let me know in the chat, anyone. So here's why. From a young age, boys are often told to man up, be tough, and not to cry. The message can lead to a belief that expressing vulnerability is a sign of weakness. This condition has a direct impact on mental well-being. Emotional suppression. Men may learn to bottle up feelings of sadness, fear, or anxiety, leading to internal turmoil that can manifest in other ways. Now, the next one is too reluctant to seek help. The fear of being judged or seen as inadequate prevent many men from talking to a friend, family member, or professional about what they're going through. Problem-solving approach. Men are often encouraged to solve problems independently when faced with a complex internal issue like depression. They may feel like a failure if they can't simply fix it on their own. So does it apply to you? Let me know in the chat. So what anyone think? You cry through work, families, bill, and the cost is you stop reaching out until it's just you, your phone, and I'm scrolling at 1 a.m. So did it apply to you? Say it in the chat, anyone. Now let me put it down and put up another one. So anybody have any question, concern that you want to talk to me so far? What stopped you from talking when you feel low? Number one, don't want to burn people. Number two, don't know what to say. Or number three, people wouldn't get it. So which one apply to you? Type in the chat, anyone. Answer my poll. Now, he did. People that are close to man having difficulties, be bold, pray, and direct. Tell them the point to you. Make eye contact. Don't beat around the bush. Set boundaries with limit and in our relationships. If you're in a relationship with a man who refuses to get help, it's important for you to get help. Speak up. And don't be afraid to set boundaries with a man in your life. Even an ultimatum, if that is what it takes for them to get the help they need. So what do you think about this? Anyone? So is it true? Talk to me in the chat. Now, for men to seek mental health care in the first place is already a challenge with social barriers such as social stigma, fear of judgment, and lack of skill to communicate emotion keep many away from doing so. Keep many from doing so. It's unconscionable that bad and lack of effective treatment approaches on the part of what? Mental health provider would create even more barrier men to bear a responsibility to seek help, but it's far from illogical when they choose to avoid it. So does it apply to you? Now type a number 1 or 2 or 3, and if you're afraid, one word about what stopped you. Now I want to type in the chat. Number 1, number 2, number 3. What do you think? Anyone? Now, loneliness makes burnout worse because your brain has nowhere to unload the stress. No one to say did they sucked. So the pressure stays in the body. Did you? Anyone type in the chat? What do you think? Here did the consequences of ignoring mental health are severe and wide-reaching. The silent crisis affect not only the men themselves but also their families, communities, and workplaces. Bringing this issue to the forefront is a public health imperative. The number paints a stark picture. Men are significantly more likely to die by suicide than women. A devastating outcome often linked to untreated mental health conditions. They are also more likely to turn to alcohol or drugs to cope, leading to a higher rate of substance use disorders. These statistics underscore the urgent need for better support system and targeted health awareness program. Now, this had an impact on relationship and society. When a man struggles with his mental health in silence, the ripple effects are widespread. Strength, family dynamics, and depression or anxiety can lead to marital conflict, difficulty connecting with children, and domestic tension. Workplace issues, mental health struggles can result in decreased productivity, absent, absenteeism, and negative work environment. Community impact. The consequences of untreated mental health illness such as substance abuse and homelessness place a burden on community resources. So does it apply to you? Type in the chat, anyone. I want to hear from you. Anyone? Burnout makes loneliness worse because you're exhausted and numb. You stop texting back. You cancel plans. You ghost people. And then think she have nobody. So, what do you think about it? Now, according to American Institute of Boys and Men, 1 in 5 men report having no close friends, and this number is on the rise. Men are somewhat more likely than women to be socially isolated. Men are less likely to seek out social support when they're struggling, often feeling pressure to deal with the problem on their own. The prevalence of social media and technology may also contribute to male loneliness. While the platform offers the illusion of connection, they can actually hide a face-to-face interaction and meaningful relationships. Another contributing factor is the changing dynamics of work and family life. With more women in the workforce, traditional gender roles have shifted, leaving some men feeling uncertain about their roles and relationships. Furthermore, mental issues mental issues such as depression and anxiety are often stigmatized when men and can lead to feelings of isolation as they struggle with these challenges alone. Finally, traumatic experiences such as loss, divorce, or job loss can also contribute to male loneliness. This event can disrupt social connections and leave men feeling disconnected from others. So, did it apply to you? Talk to me in the chat. So, what do you think about this, everyone? No one have any question, concern? Talk to me. Now, because men lean more on the partner for connection, they may have fewer alternative source of support when they're single. Our analysis of 2021 American Perspective Survey show that men are likely to get support from the parent 56% for men versus 50% for women, and less likely to get it from friends 15% 17%. When men do connect, it is often through group activities rather than one-on-one relationships. While the differences are modest, men are more likely to connect socially through clubs and organizations and less likely to get together with friends or neighbors. So, what do you think? You think did it right? Do you have a mental problem? You want to come in and talk to me? I'm here for you. So, anyone have anything to say? So, raise your button right now, 1 to 5 in chat. Then raise your loneliness, 1 to 5. Notice how often they write together. So, let me check this. Now, overall, male loneliness is a complex issue influenced by societal norms, gender expectation, technology, work-life balance, mental health stigma, and personal experiences. Addressing these issues requires a multifaceted approach that challenges traditional notions of masculinity and promote healthy communication and connection between men. And G factor. One significant good quality the societal shift in how men connect. Traditional male bonding over often revolve around shared activities, but as life become busier, the opportunities dwindle. Now, changes in family structure also played a role. Many men find themselves single or without close family ties at the age, which can amplify feeling of solitude. Work-life balance has shifted dramatically too. Long hours and remote work setup have reduced social interaction that might otherwise elevate loneliness. So does it apply to you? Talk to me in the chat. These elements intersect, creating an environment where many men feel disconnected from others while grappling with their emotions alone. So does it apply to you? So what do everyone think about this? Anyone? Now his story about a man who looked fine but had no one to call on his worst night, and how simply one honest message started turning it. Let me see which story. Hmm. Anyone else have anything else to say? Number 4. Now, for some time, research has shown that mental health providers may misdiagnose psychological problems in men because of their own gender biases. They might believe that men simply need to man up and stop showing weakness, or that the symptoms they present are not consistent with diagnostic tools. Did it apply to you? Mental health providers may not consider that these tools do not take into account gender differences and in experience or symptoms that men are more likely to exhibit. Now, even men who do achieve and maintain certain level of manhood they perceive as successful are likely to put unreasonable expectations on themselves that can lead to burnout. An imbalance between job demand and job skill, lack of control over tasks at work, lack of rewards, acknowledgement of effort, and prolonged work stress are some of the leading factors contributing to burnout. And we think about the ways gender influences how men present with mental health symptoms. It's important to keep the contextual factors in mind. Anyone get that? Anyone have any question, concern? Talk to me in the chat. I want to hear from you. Now, the reason men may need mental health resources and support cannot simply due to how men think, because of their attitude about masculinity. Using a lens, this narrow hampers our capacity to effectively address and improve men's health. It is important to consider the gender sensitivity of mental health services and the broader contextual and structural factors that influence mental health and well-being. It is time we consider men's mental health in its full context and shift the focus to the way our healthcare system and providers are equipped to deliver services to improve men's mental health. So, anyone have any question about this? Talk to me. I want to hear what you think about this. Now, Git, here the 3 reps that you can do. Rep 1, the honest check-in text. Tonight, send one message. Yo, how you holding up? Been thinking of you. No speech, no Tom Dump, just a dog rack. Now, the one weekly anchor. Pick one thing that repeats: a walk, a call, a game night, a gym session, same time every week. It gives our brain a you're not totally alone signal. Now, around 70% of both men and women feel adequately supported socially and emotionally. Men are somewhat more likely to be socially isolated than women. They're more likely to say that they're not meaningfully part of any group or community, for example. Men and women socialize differently. Women engage friends and family more often, while men engage in group activities. Overall, there appears to be a much more of a class gap as measured by educational level than gender gap in loneliness and isolation. So, what do you think about it? Did it make sense to you? Talk to me in the chat. One circle that gets it. That may be a wet group, a men's group, an online support space, a helpline, not random stranger, but people joined already to hear heavy stuff. Conform, conformity to traditional masculinity may be a contributor to men hesitant to engage with mental health services. From a sociological perspective, masculinity is the norm, standard or model to which men in a culture are expected to conform if they wish to interact appropriately and be accepted in the community. So, what do you think about this? Now, here's the poll. Which rep feel most doable this week? With number one is text, number two is weekly anchor, number three is to join a group and a helpline. So, which one do you think is doable? Talk to me, everyone. I want to hear what everyone think. Talk to me in the chat. Anyone here? Anyone have any question, concern? I want to hear from you. Now, Ty, which one you're gonna go to try and where you're from? Let's see what indeed for you. I mean, let's see who indeed with you. Wait on you. Type in the chat. So now I'm gonna repeat again. Good rep is much doable this week. Text a weekly anchor or join a group on helpline. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone. Anyone? Okay, I'll be right back. I got to do something real quick. While I wait for you to answer my question here. Okay, I'm back. Anybody here? Want to answer my poll, my question? I'm waiting on you. Talk to me, everyone. Now, for anyone, if you're feeling lonely, doesn't mean you're broken. It means you need connection like any other human. Man just get told not to get it, not to admit it. Did it apply to you? For now, given the data and the unique context and aspect of man's mental health, there's a need to create more opportunities for healthcare providers to serve men to learn to be sensitive and responsive to male patient need. Now, it's an obstacle to mental well-being. Men often hesitate to seek help because of society expectation. Men are told to be tough, handle things alone, and suppress emotion. Instead of showing painful emotion, men might deal different to action society deems more manly-like, isolated from loved one. So did this happen to you? Expression, anger, or irritability? Spending too much time on work or hobbies? Using alcohol or other substances? Doing risky things like driving recklessly? The behavior can be sign of emotionally distress but may not be recognized as such. And even when they are recognized, the stigma around asking for help often stops men from reaching out. So, what do you think about it? Is it true to you or no? Type in the chat. Challenging outdated idea about masculinity like real men don't need help, can help combat stigma and overcome obstacles to well-being. Now let's decode outdated feeling rules for men. Now feeling rules tell us it's emotional, which emotions are okay to feel or how strongly we should feel. We should feel them. Society feeling rules for men are based on outdated ideas about masculinity. Masculinity, and they have unwanted impacts. These rules suggest only rely on yourself. That's not true. Outdated idea, man should handle challenges on their own. Now, here the impact relying only on yourself can lead to isolation and prolonged distress, and it's not a good idea. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, everyone. Thank you, everyone who sub in and support. Now, idea of be tough and strong. Hmm. Men should show toughness and competitiveness. Being stubborn and showing some anger is okay. Now, the impact of excessive toughness can isolate and increase pressure on the individual and others. Don't be vulnerable. Outdated idea men should show emotion that society deems weak or permanent, like sadness, fear, and other feelings that show vulnerability. The impact is hiding emotion can lead to burnout, stress, and strained relationships. Control your emotion. Hey, the outdated idea. Man should hold back emotion like sadness, significant anger, or even joy. Consistently holding back emotion can lead to chronic stress and prolonged pain. Now here the mission. Pick one connection rep from tonight. Yeah, tag, weekly, anchored, or circle type mission on in chat if you're committing to one. Anyone here type mission in chat? Anyone? Reassure. If you're in a really dark place, thinking about not wanting to be here, this is bigger than a live stream. Reaching out to a professional and crisis life in your country that exists for night exactly like that. Shop if you want more real talk about men, burnout, anxiety, and loneliness. Drop a comment after the live with what you tried and come back next stream so you can see what changed. So anybody have any question, concern about what I talked in the live stream so far? Drop a chat if you want to talk about it. You can message me after the chat and write and message me. I'll return the chat. And remember, guys, this is a community support. I want to create a community that we support each other to overcome mental health. And another way to get help is to talk to someone you trust, someone that want to listen. I'm here for you. Listen to you. You got any issue? Talk to me. I'll listen to you, and I'll try to help you. As much as I can. But don't keep everything to yourself. It's not good. If you keep everything to yourself, like you can heavy weight in your head that you can't get rid of. It's not good for you. Anyone have any question, concern? Want to talk to me? I'm waiting. Anyone? If not, go end my live. I'll come back later on. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and watching my live. Any question, concern, type in the chat. You can write comment after my live and talk to me. Let me call anyone have any question, concern. You want to talk about burnout? Especially if you're a man or veteran and you need help, talk to me. All right. A good day, everyone.